play this in the dark. I'm gonna fuck myself up.
Keep calm. Relax.
Oh, I was gonna fuck myself up. Okay.
The patient's data. Edward, 41 years old, day September 1st. I know Edward as far back as I remember. He worked as a gardener in our neighborhood. From the preliminary interview, I got to know that he suffers from a dream disorder. He has constant nightmares and can't sleep well.
Okay.
As well as a memory disorder. Sometimes he doesn't remember what happened a couple of days or hours ago. I have some suspicions connected with his case, but it's too early for the detailed diagnosis.
Okay. Testing new therapy. Okay. Richard Birdman. Oh, shoot. Hey. I think I missed that. I missed that before. Green, green. Nothing. Just saw old people. They have a problem. It's kind of harsh, ain't it?
The family's tragedy. A mother and child were murdered, and the violator was...
Okay. Dear Mrs. Dowell, I would like to remind you that you gave me a free hand in the development of one part of the garden. Therefore, my decision was to mainly plant dahlias. I have accentuated them with clematis flowers. I surrounded everything with white poppies. You will be delighted.
Honey, please turn off the TV. It's gonna be stormy.
Remember that you are on duty today. I even have anyone else in this house? Really smart kid.
Am I talking with Dr. Stephen Dowell?
She doesn't have a hole in this blanket. Okay.
Patient Edward, 41. Day, September 11th. Patient has told me about his dreams where he tries to murder his wife and child. As far as he said before, he's a bachelor, and he hasn't said anything about children. It could be some traumatic memory from his childhood. I have to get to know about it during our next meeting. It is a harder case than I expected. Some symptoms indicate that the patient can possess multiple personality. But these are only suspicions. I have to ask my friend, Abraham.
If it's nothing certain, come to the morgue. Oh, for identification. Oh. Dear Abraham, I apologize for not having heard in so long. Occupied with family and work matters, did not have enough time. I trust that you're okay with your wife. I trust that you are okay. Yeah. How is your wife, Berta? Currently have a case of a certain patient, Edward Gluglu. He's 41 years old. He's reporting problems with sleeping and memory. I noticed he seemed to have certain minor tics. There are times when he suddenly and strangely moves the small finger on his left hand. Excuse me? Okay. He told me about a nightmare that has been haunting him for some time. It is the only dream that he's able to remember. He told me he had attempted to kill his wife and child in that dream. However, he was not able to do it. He constantly wakes up before the very end. It is very strange because Edward is actually a bachelor and does not have any children. What do you think of this? My assumption is that these are the beginnings of schizophrenia or multiple personality disorder. However, you are the one who has more experience in psychopathology. Best regards, Stephen Dowell. I feel like I just opened that. Just alcoholic is a drug addict. Okay. Okay. Mother and 7-year-old son murdered. Close. Ugh. Mm-mm. I'm good. I'm good. What was this? Okay, can't go that way. Go check over here. Can the lights not flicker, please? I don't know if it's just game, or if I have controller trust issues. Oh. Excuse you, sir. Rubber ducky. I see a butterfly. I don't know what I see. Can't tell what's on the picture. Oh. Ugh. The key to her heart is located where your journey began. I don't like this hallway. You? Motherfucker. Okay. Okay. I'll go where the journey began. I started at the office. Do I have like controller drift? Or is it that sensitive? It's very sensitive. That was cool. That was epic. That was... Yeah. I guess I trust it. I guess I trust it. What's this? Check eyesight. Cool, I've been feeling like everything's blurry. I could say that shit wasn't knocked down at this point. 629. Okay. Okay, 629. 629, 629. Yeah, this joystick is super sensitive. I'm barely even touching it, and it's like... Okay. I'm just gonna punch this in real quick. Huh. Looks good. Looks good. Yeah, I'm really feeling it right now. No match. Okay. Yeah. Hey, Who can I get a Hoya? Oh, huh. Car. So I moved the bird by looking. Okay, cool. Let's go, gamers. I don't like how red this is. Caw. Caw. Where the fuck am I going? Oh.
Honey, gain control over him, please?
Over here? I don't know what's going on. I'm just here. Huh. Kind of pretty. I like it. I dig it. I dig it. I like the trees. But I don't like that. Okay, it's locked. Just notice it sounds like a baby's crying in there. Okay. I like this garden. It's very pretty. Hi. What are you doing? He dig.
You shouldn't be there.
Yeah, It's a rubber ducky. Squeaky. Okay, It was a nice talk. I think we get along. I think we'll get along. I think we'll get along. I think we'll get along. Okay. 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 Okay.
Daddy, play with me.
I don't think I can. As far as I could just do is interact. Oh. You're 7 years old.
Daddy, why did you allow him?
I wouldn't have allowed him. Hello?
Daddy! Daddy! He's here! He's back!
Sounded very foreign right there. He's back. He's back. Oh. Well, what a nice room. That's not nice. That's I don't like that man. I don't. Theodore is a very talented child. He's very calm and he has the character of a dreamer. The only thing that disturbs me is the shadowy shape which often appears in his drawings. It's probably a character from a comic or something. Nothing to be worried about. Play fucking D&D? God, these things are huge. Oh, I don't like that. Excuse me. I'd say that was quite rude of you. Okay. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. Okay. Well, the stairs got fucked up. Stuff's missing from that. What's this? Dear Mrs. Dowell, I am very pleased that you fancy my floral composition. I received your comments and further recommendations. I will plant rhododendrons as per your wish. I'll have to drive my car in front of the greenhouse to move the seedlings. I hope you don't mind. Well, I don't think. Oh, fuse box. Missing fuses. I don't like this. I gotta do it. Nut up or shut up. 'Cause 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 ' Hey, bud. Oh, one of them got fucking lit. What's this? Shield. Aww. His name on it. What's in here? Anything interesting? Surgical tables, I guess? Why does he need them? Okay. I'm gonna take a picture of that real quick. Oh, wait. Yeah. Okay, Squeaky! Oh. Ah, okay, so that's a puzzle for later. Oh, I don't like that face. The treatment method for severe psychological disorders by Dr. Stephen Dowell is based on applying strong visual stimuli to the patient. It is aimed at putting the patient in a hypnotic trance during which he stands face to face with his fears and deepest thoughts. The results of the treatment, however, are far from expectations. So far, following therapeutic sessions with the doctor's films, patients have plunged into apathy, depression, or experienced epilepsy attacks, continuing a long time after the appointment. The main association of psychologists is watching Dr. Stephen Dowell with anxiety. They plan to meet with the author of this controversial research. Isn't nice? Dr. Stephen. Dear Stephen, my wife is very well, as usual. Let's move on to the essence of the case. You should remember that we have had a similar case in the past. It's a case that you took active part in. We are overworked. You might have forgotten. I think it should, with the use of suggestion, help the patient to finish the dream. Hypnosis can be too invasive. Try to ask him about his past. Accepting traumatic events he has experienced could be a starting point in merging his different selves. Looking forward to your next letter. Cool. Oh. I guess it's where the steam comes into play. With these valves. Okay. What? In and out. Okay. So that one's good. Haha! Okay. Did it work? Hey! It worked! Looks like some stuff fell off. I always fear that thought may not come back home.
Patient Edward, 41. Taking some pieces of advice from my friend Abraham, I established that Eddie suffers from a very mild split personality disorder. The other personality hasn't shown yet, and hasn't taken him under control. There are only problems with memory and mild tics.
Okay.
I have to think about the kind of therapy I will apply.
Yeah, probably a little bit, anything better than the, huh? Wow. It's very good. I like it.
Hello? Steven? Are you here? Steven? It's Eddie.
It's Eddie. It's Eddie. I need help. Oh, why is it dark again? Oh no. I vibe with the middle one a little bit. Kind of feeling like that when I'm right. Kind of feeling it.
Daddy, I'm lost. It was so sad. I lost my figurines. Please find them for me.
I don't like how satanic my son sounded there. Oh, it's a little bit brighter. Oh. Hey, here's one. What's up, my man? Looking pretty cool. Looking pretty cool. Moved again. The picture moved. Okay, there's one buddy. Okay. Oh. Okay. Some good art as well. Just gonna assume the rest of them are hiding up here. God, I don't like this elevator. That did not sound good.
Patient Eddie, 41. Day. Having acquainted with the traumatic Eddie's past life, violence in the family, and pathology, I've decided that I will use a less invasive method of treatment we can handle without hypnosis. The confrontation with the past and dreams, connected with some mild anxiolytics, should be enough. I think that finishing the dream, so killing the wife and child, can join his split selves. All we need to do is wait and observe.
Dear Stephen, analyzing the previous letters and observations, I believe that the problem is connected with blank. Please give it some more thought. I'm worried about you and your family. When I come back from blank, I will visit you and we will have a talk. Send your wife and child someplace. Make sure that they are safe. That moved. I should go down this way. Hey. Say, that was kind of rude. Oh. Squeaky! There's another one. Hey, buddy.
Breaking news. As the investigation has shown, the police have established that the brutal murder of the family of the famous doctor of psychology was caused by the local gardener, Edward S.
Okay. Huh? Okay. It's kind of... I like that reference. Okay, we're speeding up, y'all. Here we go. Okay.
Thank you, honey. But why?
Beats me. I don't even know what we're talking about. Cool. Hi. How you doing, bro? I don't like those noises you make. I'm just looking at the car. Should go this way. Happy. Everybody is happy. Everybody is okay. It's too bad, 'cause such good art. Everybody is doing good. Everybody is great. What is this? Sometimes I suffer terribly because I have to restrain myself. I see you preparing dinner, holding a beautiful knife in your hand. I imagine this. Together with cold steel in your bowels, I look at your beautiful eyes glazed with tears and your life slowly fades. I dream of giving you a last kiss on your fading lips. Jesus fucking Christ. That looks like something I need. Okay, Eddie. Bye, Eddie. I'm assuming it's Eddie. That thing's still in there. Fuck you. Oh. Squeak mouse. As a result of an ongoing investigation, the police have found the body of Theodore Dowell, son of a well-known psychologist, was murdered, buried in the greenhouse on the premise by a gardener.
Come for me, please. Mom is lying here. She is so cold.
Hmm. Okay. Okay, so the TV's gonna be. Ah. Okay. But I'm more afraid that memory may return.
Patient. Data today is 28th of March. March. No. Weird case. Only experimental methods. Only experimental. No. Why him? Why him? I don't know. Weird case. Weird case.
Is he good? Like. Spiritual method of treating severe psychological disorders developed by Dr. Stephen Dowell has been raising controversy for a long time. After sessions conducted at the doctor's, the condition of the patient significantly deteriorated. Yet Dr. Dowell was convinced of the procedure's correctness. The main associate of psychologists was even with the use of Dowell's films, the investigation led to a former patient who had committed suicide following his experimental sessions. The young girl threw herself under a speeding train. She was known to have hidden traces, falsifying autopsy files to avoid consequences. Jesus. Okay, I get it. What's that light flickering?
On Monday, Eddie was born. On Friday, he had a family on his own. On Wednesday, his dreams did not allow him to sleep. So on Thursday day, he visited the doctor to confess so deep. On Friday night, he did what the doctor told him to do. On Saturday, he did not have his family. He did the do. Sunday morning, he saw the dog. The doctor was right. 9 years have gone.
Um...
My name is Dr. My original
Oh, I don't like twitching like that.
Gain control over you, please.
Where is the border between a dream and reality? What is our life? Is it that what is dreamt, or that what we came about? Tell me, dear Susan, what would you do if you couldn't sleep? Would you be able to take control over the dream that does not come, but haunts you? Teddy's third birthday was great. The party was held in our garden. All dishes and desserts were made from fruits that we picked there. The only thing that got me worried is that Stephen took an active interest in Teddy's mental development. He's only 3 and his father is already forcing him to learn to read. Okay, this is interesting.
Steven, can I get into the bathroom for a while?
Oh. Take care of your body. And ask Steven to help me, to hire somebody to help, but at least that much you can offer. That's all I can ask for. Can't stand these maniacal attempts to make a genius of our child. Steven is out of line. Taking our child to hospital and testing him with mental development methods is a sick fad. Sometimes I think that this marriage was picked.
Honey, bring me the towel from the bedroom. I forgot about it completely.
Is this the bedroom? Okay. Okay. That explains my relation. Steven is my employer and I owe him a lot. But this is not a discussion to be held through a letter. Let's meet in the garden in 2 days. The usual spot.
I'm staying at my parents' house with Teddy tonight.
Dear Abraham, thank you so much for sending me Dr. Alfred Bennett's publication about the verification of children's IQ. Thanks to it, I have come up with a great idea. I will not let you on the details yet. I do not want to jinx it. All I can say is that it will be connected with increasing the IQ of very small children in the initial part of their mental development. It will be revolutionary. Imagine this. Intellectual elites developed from their earliest age to advance our world in science. Mankind may witness great discoveries thanks to my research.
Research theme. The test of the therapy increasing the intelligence among children. The subject of the research, Theodore Dowell. The first attempts to increase IQ, I started using suggestion and manipulation method during REM sleep. The subject handled the experiment very well. I began the observation and started the manual visual tests phase.
Oh, great. Okay. So yeah, that's the key to that chest. There it is. Okay. My entire plan, all of it, everything was based on suggestion and on an attempt to manipulate dreams in the REM phase. I was testing it on my son, Teddy. Thought it would not be harmful and that I had nothing to lose. On the contrary, I would be the one to form the first genius in the family created with this method. His marks at school are higher indeed, but he lacks empathy and he has started to be afraid of the darkness. My wife forbade me to continue my research. Why did I even attempt to try this on my son? I'm abandoning this project and sending your materials back. Thank you for them. I will not need them anymore. Hi. Okay, cool. Okay. Oh, so pretty. terrified of the darkness. On the one hand, this is normal at his age. I truly don't know. I can only rely on Eddie, but he seems to be interested in me. I'm trying to improve my marriage. The complete lack of Steven's interest is just killing me. He's constantly talking about his new treatment. I know it is a big rat race, but I am starting to feel freer with Eddie. I enjoy the interest that he's giving me. Okay. Another one of these again. Cool.
Therapy increasing the intelligence among children.
Intelligence among children.
Happy, just for a while, to fulfill the dream. During our romance.
The subject handled the experiment very well. I hereby open the trial against Edward about Susan Dowell and Fiona. I hereby open the trial against Edward.
Let's see. Oh, wow. After many attempts to make contact with the suspect, we still do not have the information. The accused is constantly smiling indistinctly. The nightmares have stopped. His gaze is absent. Does not make eye contact with the interlocutor. Or does not make anything of the position he is in. At the present of forensic psychologists, we are not able to obtain more information. It is assumed that this case will be closed with an insanity plea. Three, 2, 7? Is there like a safe in here that I'm missing?
Good. So maybe you would tell us about your authorial therapy. What do you think, Mr. Dow? Can you hear me? It's better now, isn't it? So, can we continue? Great. Did you know that Susan Dow was pregnant?
Key for the door switches in a safe place. Don't tell me anything. 327. Where the fuck is the safe? I already read that. It's driving me fucking nuts if I can't figure out. Okay. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a stupid. I got it though, but I'm a little stupido.
Listen, Bowman, give me some creeps, Doctor. I won't manage alone.
Taking into consideration the investigation, Dr. Maslow could influence the examination in order to help his friend. Dr. Dow was known for his controversial methods of treatment, and the fact of the past probably led to a patient's death.
I hereby open the trial against Edward about Susan Dowell and Theodore Dowell's murder. Do the prosecutor and counsel wish to say anything before the trial is started?
I would like to enclose the report about my client's insanity to the evidence, as well as recordings made by Dr. Dowell during the therapy.
Mr. Edward, could you tell us about the relation that was between you and Mrs. Susan Dow, Dr. Stephen Dow's wife, that tried to cure you? I would like to enclose documents from Susan Dow's autopsy to the evidence. Basing on these, Your Honor, as well as the jury can get to know that the victim was pregnant with the defendant.
After appearance of new evidence with Susan Dow, she was the first month of pregnancy, furthermore the father of the child. We have established that Stephen had emboldened and the skills to manipulate Edward. Yeah.
I open the trial against Stephen Dowell about malpractice against Edward, who caused Susan and Theodore Dowell's death. Do the prosecutor and counsel wish to say anything before the trial is started?
My client, as a doctor, always takes care about patients' welfare. In the enclosed evidence, Your Honor may read about many difficult cases that have been cured by the defendant. He was trying to cure his protege at any cost to ease the pain.
I would like to enclose to the evidence the description of one therapy conducted by the defendant, which, as we can read, also finished with a failure. The girl, with similar illness like Edward, who under the influence of the therapy made suicide.
And did the defendant realize that his wife was pregnant, not with him, but with Edward?
see you in my office? How are you feeling today? Everything's okay? I think it's time to show you something. Let's go to the next room. Have a seat and make yourself comfortable.
Our relationship started to pass away suddenly. Stephen treated me like a lodger, unwanted person, with whom he lived because it was a kind of interest. And I started to live on memories and projections that were so beautiful in my head, so perfect. Stephen was in them like years before, like when we moved into our new house and we planned to make a big garden only for us. These memories made me stronger, helped me to survive and wait for tomorrow with hope. First time, I thought that maybe I'm only dreaming, or the projections about him became ridiculously strong. He came to me like before, smiling, happy, with sparkles in his eyes. Similar situations repeated in the next weeks, and I, instead of looking for their source, was waiting till my loving Stephen came back, just for a while, to feel like before, like years ago. At the beginning of our relationship, Stephen often told me about interesting things from the psychology ward. During his studies, he met with the case of a patient with multiple personalities. I remember well this case because it seemed to be very exciting. So many different personalities in one body that differ in IQ, beliefs, talents, and even visual acuity. I hid my husband's illness to meet with Eddie, his second personality, to feel happy just for a while, to fulfill my dreams. During our romance, we often met in the garden. Today, I again talked with Eddie. He is in very bad condition. Stephen's therapy started to even scare him, he says. He must make terrible things to be cured and finally take a breath. As a last resort, I will send this recording to Abraham.
It doesn't feel like home anymore. But I will stay here in those walls. My beloved house, drowned it now. You spread the blue all around. I can't see you in the dark.
Okay. I liked it. It's very interesting.